Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's 2019, the year that America is supposed to stay on its knees for Israel. And the year began with our politicians focusing on new legislation that punished people who boycott Israel. So here's the latest in this ongoing agenda. New York Times, which is a very, very pro-Zionist publication, says it is deeply sorry for running anti-Semitic cartoon. Obviously, this is an agenda. The New York Times, I don't think there's a more Zionist publication in the world. Anyhow, notice how they emphasize deeply sorry, which has this gematria overlap with rabbinic Judaism, mainstream Judaism. Remember this 63 especially, we're going to get to that. Donald Trump became president-elect in 2016, which is the 63rd triangular number. We'll get to it. The cartoon that they're deeply sorry for was published April 25th, 2019, a date with 41 numerology. Zionist equals 41. Number stamped all over September 11th, which was very much a Zionist agenda blamed on Islamic boogeymen. So here's the cartoon that's so anti-Semitic. A blind Donald Trump being led around by Netanyahu, who's illustrated as a wiener dog. It really is a fair drawing. I mean, that pretty much is what Donald Trump is. So what they're doing here is they're putting the truth in front of us and saying, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Donald Trump is Israel's puppet. No doubt about it. Remember where he was in Jerusalem Day 2017? He was in Jerusalem. And then right after that, he was at the Vatican by the numbers. So this backlash began April 27th, 2 days later. Not by accident, 2 days later. We'll get to why it began that day. Of course, this entire thing's by the numbers. So notice the cartoon was published April 25th. Don't forget, Trump equals 25, big number with his presidency. But from April 25th to his upcoming birthday is 50 days. 50. Anti-Semitic equals 50. Donald 50. America 50. Programming for the Zionist-controlled nation. And the backlash began April 27th, 19, a date with 50 numerology. Now, here's the next point I want to make. Notice leash is 45 like Trump's number 45. Don't ever forget this advertisement from 2009. Donald Trump for Serta mattresses talking to digital sheep with the numbers 11 and 9 on their side, standing on pillars. Just like how Donald Trump would become the 45th president-elect on 11/9, November 9th, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. And notice in Gematria, Donald equals 119. This ad was for Serta 63, again 2016, the 63rd triangular number, the year he became president-elect. In this commercial, Donald Trump is wearing the same suit and tie that he wore on election night. This commercial was from 2009. The commercial ends with him saying, "Looking good, number 9, looking good." When you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45. 45. And notice Serta equals 63 like Berlin Wall. He becomes the president-elect on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall also has Gematria 45, like how he became the 45th president-elect. With regards to that 119 thing and Donald Trump being the first Jewish president, a crypto Jew, see his trip to Jerusalem for Jerusalem Day. Everywhere he went, he was wearing the little small hat. Star of David 119, Orthodox 119, All-Seeing Eye 119, Ashkenazi Jews 119. Think about what day they did their big ritual, September 11th, getting us to fight Israel's wars. 119. Remember the dancing Israelis? So anyway, just understand, none of this stuff is by accident. The New York Times is nothing but a propaganda publication, a pro-Zionist publication, a publication that serves all the agendas that work against the people. This is no accident winning their paper on this day. It's just another truth put in front of our face that's then attacked and said, oh, you can't say that. That's anti-Semitic. What's anti-Semitic about this, really? It's saying Donald Trump is getting led around by Benjamin Netanyahu. You see, it's a blind Donald Trump, and he needs his seeing eye dog. Benji. If you missed my video on the Battle of the Benjamins, you better go check it out. The staged election or rigged election they just had over in Israel. Yeah, New York Times is deeply sorry. They're going to be deeply sorry when the American people find out what's really up with this newspaper. Remember, this is the same newspaper that published over 30 times before World War II even began that 6 million Jews had died or were dying, and used the term Holocaust multiple times before World War II even began. The New York Times. 100% Zionist. Undeniably. And just remember, only chumps support Trump. Until next time.